sorts of viewing possibilities.
Hello everybody, welcome to your live watch along of Napoli versus Ajax in the Champions League. Hopefully we can get the 3 points today and qualify for the next round of the competition.
Inflicted a record defeat on the
Go on Napoli!
Since then, Spalletti's team have added another 4 goals domestically, taking their tally to 13 in 3 games this month.
Napoli!
It's also 13 in 3 Champions League games so far this season.
Go on Napoli!
For Ajax, they have to face Napoli again so soon. Top scorers in Italy, the top scorers in the Champions League. They can secure passage to the last 16 with a draw tonight. Napoli being Napoli though, they'll go for the win.
Go on Napoli! I'll give you the lineups now folks. This is your lineup for Napoli against Ajax tonight. And here is your lineup for Ajax to play Napoli tonight folks.
People are getting very excited about this rebuilt Napoli side. Romani injured a thigh against Cremonese on Sunday, so Juan Jesus makes only his 2nd appearance of the season in defence. Otherwise, Napoli revert to the side that ran riot in Amsterdam last time. Giacomo Raspadori's 2 goals took him to 6 in 8 games for club and
So guys, keep your questions coming, like, subscribe if you are new to the channel. Napoli versus Ajax in the Champions League.
They've stuck together as a team, Ajax. The exact same side that lost 6-1 last week started at the weekend in the Eredivisie and collected a first win in 4 games for the club. All German team of match officials tonight, led by this man, Felix Zweier. There's only minor changes for Ajax tonight, despite last week's drubbing. And both are enforced. Jorge Sanchez deputises at right back due to injury to Devin Wrench. Dusan Tadic's suspension opens the door.
It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully Napoli can go get the win. We just wait for the referee to blow the whistle and the game will get underway folks.
In his last 8 games in all competitions. Still seem to be searching for their identity under new head coach Alfred Schroeder. What could do with the performance and the result tonight, because the rumours are already swirling about his future. Super atmosphere tonight, as always, in the Stadio Maradona. A recent survey named Naples as the 3rd loudest place on earth, behind New York and LA. They put those sound meters in a full Stadio Maradona. I think Naples might just have taken top spot. And we've got plenty to shout about at the moment too.
The game is underway. Napoli versus Ajax. Let's go and get the 3 points folks.
I think we will. It's the way Napoli have been playing this season down. They're very entertaining. You can see by the capacity crowd tonight, more or less full. It's a great place to be watching your football, Napoli, this season, because they are so entertaining.
Come on, Napoli.
8 straight wins in all competitions coming into tonight. The Partenope, 25 goals scored along the way. So 100% Champions League record this season that they are defending.
That's a foul, ref.
You would expect a reaction from Ajax too, because they were humiliated last time by Spalletti's men. You would expect good solid pros to really make an impression tonight to try and prove a point.
Yeah, that would have been the message from Alfred Schroeder before the game. Show a reaction, because it was a battering.
There's Kim. Only touch for Alex Merritt. He didn't have much to do in Amsterdam, although of course he was beaten by the game's opening goal. Ajax briefly thought things were heading their way. And swiftly disabused of that notion. We had only one win in 5 coming into today, Ajax. 3 defeats.
This is good play.
To Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, who's been a real star for Napoli this year.
Oh!
He's been an outrageous player to watch. He's so aggressive, so direct, he's cute in his little 1-2s, he's never afraid to put crosses in on his left foot, get to the byline. He's got the option of a wicked right foot.
There's Alfred Schroeder. Tonight is his 13th match in charge. He's won 8 of those. And that's still not enough to quieten the rumour mill. There's Danny Blind. Calvin Bassey. Although the personnel is largely the same for Ajax, there's one significant change. Bassey at left back, Blind in central defence rather than the other way around. That was something that was switched at the weekend and seemed to help Ajax.
Yeah, quite surprising that, really. I mean, Calvin Bassey's super quick, so he can try and be aggressive up against Irvin Lozano, and I think the work that Schroeder's done just to try and analyse where Napoli are strong. I mean, they're strong all over the pitch, but they're really, really good in wide areas. It does leave them a little bit exposed.
Come on, Napoli!
Daley Blind playing at centre back with a lack of pace. If Raspadori can get down the sides.
Just got to keep playing well. We just got to keep passing the ball around. If we can get some chances, you never know we can score a goal. Come on, Napoli.
Which it was played.
Go on, Lozano. Go on, Lozano.
Suggesting something similar. Here's Lozano.
Oh, the ball! Lozano! Goal! Come on! Harvey Lozano! Game! Come on! Get in!
They simply cannot be stopped at the moment. Spalletti's side. Certainly Ajax have no answer.
Harvey Lozano, Chucky with the goal. It's 1-0. Get in!
Magical football from Napoli. Starting on the front foot. They've been aggressive. Lozano just dropped.
Get in, Lozano!
Look at the little 1-2 he plays. Clever little dink ball over the top. And he's well tracked to talk about the lack of pace from Daley Blind. He switches off. Clever dink ball from Zielinski and a really good header.
Come on! 1-0. Having Lozano. 1-0 Napoli.
What a start for Napoli.
They've made that look so easy. Lozano scoring his first Champions League goal since November of 2019. He's a former PSV man as well, isn't he, Lozano?
Game! What a start! What a start!
For Ajax. That wound is getting bigger all the time.
Well, I don't know about you, Dan, but I think there's a genuine feeling that Napoli are the real deal this season. After losing so many iconic players, the attitude's been absolutely first class and the quality.
What is quite remarkable about them as well is how there is never, or very rarely, any kind of a let-up. They could have tried to shut up shop at 3-1 in Amsterdam, but they didn't. Nor did they at 4-1 or 5-1.
So guys,
Bar at 6-1. They just love scoring goals. I see no reason to stop doing it.
Yeah, it's a difficult argument to have when you talk about the legends like Dries Mertens and Insigne.
oh, Insigne is a legend, Dries Mertens are a legend as well. Now playing for Galatasaray. I didn't expect Napoli to be 1-0 up inside 4 minutes. I did not expect it in the letter of the law. I didn't. Oh, there we go! Go on! Oh!
Ajax are well and truly on the ropes here. Punch drunk, you might say.
Well, I've got to dig in. It's an important 5 minutes here for Ajax.
Berghuis, that's a good early ball to Kenneth Taylor. First chance maybe for the away side. This is the best ball in from
Defend.
Taylor.
Well done.
Like a foul by Bassett. The referee says no. Lorenzo went down.
Because I was busy.
No sympathy at all.
I was busy and then I had my dinner.
Yeah, I think out of all the Italian teams, I think Napoli
And I wanted to have my dinner quickly before I started streaming.
Smell blood and they get a goal. They're not interested.
So I was like trying to rush things.
They're dynamic. They want to get the second and the third. Great watch.
Did not expect that. Didn't expect to be 1-0 up this early.
Into sole leadership of Serie A for the first time this season on Sunday. After knocking 4 past Cremonese, they actually had it fairly tough in that game for a while. I think you'd know it from the final score. Here come Ajax again. Napoli forced to defend. Now Kvaratskhelia can bring it forward. And take on Sanchez. The Ajax players surrounding him. They've learnt their lesson there. Zielinski to Juan Jesus, making his first Champions League appearance of the season. Bassi, Blint.
Yeah, that's a confident shaker, losing a goal inside 4 minutes for Ajax. See how they respond. Got to get back on the ball.
Blint again. Taylor, holding possession by Lobotka. Napoli just won't let their opponents breathe. Opener by Lozano is their 14th goal so far in Group A. Liverpool beaten 4-1 here and completely played off the park.
Oh, that was a 4 going on 6 or 7, wasn't it? Annihilation, that was.
We also got 3 against Rangers. It has been a remarkable performance so far in this particular group stage campaign. Now Kudus unsettled Kim. Bergwijn in support here. What can Bergwijn do? It's deflected and...
Oh, good save.
Strong hand to it.
Good save from the goalkeeper. Just trying to anticipate where Bergwijn was going to bend that shot in.
A confidence booster for Ajax. Oh, and that was also a very good effort indeed from Berghuis.
Well, the goalkeeper that time was beaten.
Come on. No one get back in this.
On the angle, his left foot always curling towards the top corner. Merritt absolutely stranded. This is a good save away to his left hand side after the deflection. Good footwork. Good spring.
They do both have a reputation for playing flowing, attacking football. On paper, the fixtures between these two were always a mouth-watering prospect. I think we quite expected the reverse game to be quite so one-sided.
Come on.
Who did Ajax? Bassi has crept forward here. Taylor to Calvin Bassi. It'll be quite a battle between him and Di Lorenzo. Bergwijn to Edson Alvarez. The lead thanks to an early goal by Chucky Lozano.
Yeah, it looks like a small tweak in the system from Napoli. It looks like they're playing a 4 across the back, 5 across midfield, and Raspadori, and I say this loosely, on his own because Zielinski will get there, Lozano, Kvaratskhelia, they'll all support double quick.
Yeah, but we haven't said he'll have Simeone on the bench yet again. Because the guy's a dumbass.
Falls backwards to Passia. And a couple of errors in the reverse fixture, which contributed to Napoli's third and fourth goals. Lint.
Come on, try and get the ball, someone.
This was challenging with Jesus. Let's get the throw. Klassen has very rarely been a starting player under the new head coach. Situation which he's far from happy with, as he's been happy to tell journalists this week.
Stop giving them space.
Slow ball, rather overcooked.
Well, they've got to keep the faith, Ajax. They've got to try and keep hold of the ball. As David Klassen will try and get forward, but they've got good, energetic wide players in Berghaus and Bergwijn that can feed them into their feet.
No team had ever, no away team I should say, had ever scored 5 goals in the European tie at the Johan Cruyff Arena, let alone 6. It was also the first time Ajax had lost by 5 clear goals since 1964.
It's great motivation as well for Napoli to qualify tonight, isn't it? You know, with a win, they're going to qualify going into the knockout stages. They'll give them a little bit more time in Serie A just to prepare some league games coming up.
Oh, referee, that's not a foul. He was going for the ball.
This season especially, the games are coming so fast and furiously.
He's offside, ref.
As you say, getting it done quickly might be good. Here's Kudus.
Wait, sit down.
But the flag did go up, sparing his embarrassment to an extent.
Yeah, I wonder if the youngster was in two minds. It must have been tight. I think it might be the David Klassen who was off, because Kudus looked as though he was tight. I wonder if he was thinking, I'll go for goal or I'll try and pull it across the 6-yard box, but good movement.
Have had a couple of moments, haven't they, Ajax, just to suggest that they themselves could mount something of a comeback. Responded well to the early setback.
Go on, keep running.
Oh,
keep going. Keep going, my son.
The Georgian doing absolutely.
Oh, you have a crack. Oh, twat.
Napoli close to a second.
What a player in terms of every time you watch him, you think he's going to try and take someone on, but he can't. He's going to take another one on, he can't.
Because that's
amazing ability, strength, pace, aggression, confidence.
Because I kept thinking that was going to be in, and then he just blazed it over the bar.
You can see why they started calling him Maradona.
Because it's expensive.
His volleyed finish. As you say, Kvaratskhelia impact has been quite incredible. It was a virtual unknown when he came to Naples in the closed season.
I was your passion yesterday.
In terms of vowels and consonants, he has nevertheless been one of the pickups of the closed season. So flag up against Kudus once again.
Yeah, some ability to have where you pick the ball about your feet and the whole stadium and everyone watching thinks you're going to do some magic, and 9 times out of 10 he does. And he's not a one-trick pony. It's not like he produces the same skill where in a year or two, when people know what he's about, they can afford to send him down the outside or send him inside the traffic.
Oh, this is good football.
Oliveira. Di Lorenzo.
Come on.
What's been amazing is just how quickly the likes of Kvaratskhelia and Raspadori have settled into the pattern of team play that Napoli have been so successful with.
And I think that's what I was alluding to before when I mentioned Dries Mertens and Insigne. You know,
oh, good football.
Especially, they wouldn't have had the game.
Oh, man. No.
Chance for Raspadori.
No! This is ridiculous. This is a joke. Nah. Nah.
Finished brilliantly by Giacomo Raspadori.
Raspadori! Woo! Not much more I can say. Scoring too many goals.
What a finish. Good pull back. Couple of touches to get it out your feet, but look at the power. You see the goalkeeper pass there trying to...
Ajax should have just stayed in Amsterdam. Shouldn't have come.
Right-hand corner, that's normally the target you might aim for, but he's gone
Jeez.
straight into the roof of the net. Unbelievable technique and power and timing.
Now I can see why you say he's a good player.
7 goals in 9 games for club and country. Giacomo Raspadori.
Raspadori.
Very rich seam of form. Where do Ajax go from here? 2 goals down inside 17 minutes. And a game that really they needed to get a result in.
Well, you can lose the first goal in the game and it not necessarily a confidence shaker because you can regroup. To lose the second before 20 minutes, that's a blow.
It will be a real test of their method. Napoli still hunting in packs here, still operating the press.
It's fascinating to watch them, Dan, when they've got the ball. I talked about a 4-5-1. Well, as soon as they get it, they go really aggressive and they get so many players at the top end of the pitch, they end up with a front four.
Well, after the 6-1 win last time, Luciano Spalletti was noticeably, well, let's say, he wasn't exactly showing the euphoria that others were. He was a little bit downbeat. Some of the journalists were even gently chiding him about it. He's very, very keen to make sure that the Napoli players don't rest on their laurels, despite what they've done in the early part of this season. He wants them to keep pushing on as much as possible. I suppose that's where the endless supply of goals is coming from, that attitude.
Yeah, I think it's a sensible approach. What you wouldn't want to do is get carried away. You know, ride the confidence wave, because it's something, with all the data that you've got in football these days, you can't measure confidence. Now, Ajax have got that at the moment.
Vodka. Jesus. He's got in on the goal-scoring act this season. Covering for Bassi here.
Yeah, in a bizarre Champions League groups, if you like, where World Cup's coming around, and if you get off to a bad start in the Champions League, it can put you under immense pressure. Games every other week. So what a chance is for Napoli to qualify.
Bassi by Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Still really slugging it out early on. Through for Berghaus. He's been a peripheral figure in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Blint. Lead by 2.
Shit. Oh, I'm gonna look at that. So I can. Oh, I'll have a look now. It is 0-0.
Bassi.
Atletico Madrid versus Club Brugge.
Bergwijn had other ideas.
The first game after permanently signing Antoine Griezmann again. That guy needs to make his. Yeah, the guy needs to make his mind up. Are you going to leave Atletico Madrid? Are you going to stay at another club, or are you going to come back to Atletico Madrid and make your mind up?
The offside flag eventually went up.
Yeah, good work that from Take that with a little bit of skill.
No, Barcelona were going to let him come to us on loan.
It's just offside.
But yeah, but it was all because of then Atletico Madrid came in. That then they decided to go away from us and focus on Atletico Madrid.
Success in terms of finding the net, but I suspect he's still learning a little bit about playing centre forward.
And also Griezmann more fancied Atletico Madrid over us. And I completely understand, because if you've got a love for somewhere you've been before, then I can completely understand.
Where the centre backs are in terms of them stepping up and playing you offside.
So the corner here. Berghaus will take it.
And and Griezmann's playing today.
Alvarez awaiting. Too high for Alvarez. Merrick with a slightly weak.
Oh no, they're playing the one player for Atletico Madrid I think's a dick, which is that Stefan Savic.
Playing it simple there, Alex Merritt. No need really to punch that. He's under no pressure.
There he is. I think it's the one I'm thinking of. No, it's the wrong one. It's got the same surname as a player that has played in the Premier League, but it's the wrong one. It's his name's called Hans Van Aken, but the one I'm thinking of has got the same surname, but he has played in the Premier League for Middlesbrough.
He was appointed in the summer. After 6 months.
This one played for Club Brugge, but I think there might be someone with exactly the same name.
On the title in Belgium. Doesn't actually have an enormous amount of experience.
Simon Mignolet is in goal.
Could be a problem here. Berghaus's shot deflects wide for another corner.
A little bit loose up from Kim. Not like him.
Kim Yardy, make mistakes. Don't start now.
Just a loose pass into midfield.
Certainly enjoying a better spell. And with more than that to have any chance of getting back into this one. It's Taylor.
Yeah.
Bergwijn.
Yeah.
Danny Blind.
Ah.
Steven Berghaus.
Ah, that's good.
He chases. Almost made something of a poor pass.
I need to find out who he's.
Corner.
I don't know if I'm just gonna make sure if I'm correct, 'cause I don't want to get stuff wrong. Because one of them played in the Premier League, and that's not it. And if it is, then this app needs to update his information.
Here at BT Sport, we're supporting the DEC's.
If it is the right one.
Affected with shelter, food and water. If you'd like to help, you can text BT Sport, all one word, to.
Yeah, I think if it is, then the app have not added that in as a club he's played for. They've added all the others, but they've just missed that one out. That's what I'm doing, just to make sure because I don't want to be like on stream and say something and get it completely wrong, so I look like an absolute fool.
It was a difficult pass to try and pick him out. Lobotka having a super season once again for Napoli.
No, but I knew he has. That someone with that name did play in the Premier League, but I'm just making sure it's the right one. Not making it. No, I wasn't correct. I am wrong. He has not played in the Premier League for Middlesbrough, but they got the clubs. They got the clubs right.
No real future at the club, but he's gone on to be one of the first names on the team sheet. Oh, that's Skelly.
Come on, Napoli, can you please get a third before half time, please?
Oliveira's won it back brilliantly. Terrific fullback play. He's just starting to get his first few starts now. The Uruguayan left back. He looks like another terrific signing.
And he's got a fantastic competition, hasn't he? Ruiz, a fantastic left back.
Lozano's cross. Gisa tangling with Klaassen.
That is never a foul in a million years. He was just going for strength.
Not an easy player to try and muscle off the ball, Frank and Gisa.
Never scored in Italian football before last month, but got a couple of goals.
At the same time, folks, we keep an eye on Atletico Madrid versus Club Brugge, and that is still 0-0.
Napoli, the only club in Europe's Big Five that can say the same as Bayern Munich. The goal shared around the team, which is always a very, very healthy sign. Gisa to Lobotka. First booking of the game here. Taylor punished for his challenge on Stanislav Lobotka.
Yeah, just a little bit late. I don't think there's any malice in that, accidental as he just trod on the laces. Toes of Lobotka, that would be painful.
Ajax are doing their best to try and get in the faces of Napoli, unsettle them. But Napoli's passing and play is just so rapid. And Ajax are struggling to do that.
And I think it's the interchangeable system as well. Players constantly moving around the pitch. Hard to pick up.
Good turn by Kudus. Burning support here. Taylor. Klaassen back to Kenneth Taylor. And still, getting goal kick the outcome, but Kenneth Taylor has looked the one player that might be able to open Napoli up.
Yeah, he shouldn't be going for goal here unless he lost his balance. He should be trying to pull that across the 6-yard box. I think in the end,
Guys, keep putting your questions in the chat, like, subscribe if you are new.
They are trying to knock the ball around on the edge of the box, Ajax. Having a little bit of joy.
Jesus had an awkward one to deal with there. Gisa. Zolo hauled down right in front of the referee.
Great turn. Good touch with the outside of the right foot there from Lozano.
Bloody hell, the Astuani played for them, bloody hell.
Right on the knife edge of getting a yellow card.
That's a painful one. He accidentally trod on his calf. This is his goal. Great header. Goalkeeper's just stranded.
Second one from Raspadori. What a hit that was.
Oh, what a strike.
Really was a test for Ajax mentally after that moment. They could so easily have folded.
Bloody hell, that's gonna be interesting in a year's time.
Very significant games heading your way.
The EFL is considering scrapping the Saturday 3 PM blackout as a part of a new TV rights deal.
The Scottish side need to win to have any chance of reaching the last 16.
So it means they'll be able to show live games from 3 o'clock, but you wouldn't be able to watch any Premier League games at 3 o'clock still.
Don't forget, a great way to keep up to date with all of the action is right here on BT Sport 1 with the Gold Show. You got another Gold Show action tonight, Don. Have they loaned you out to us?
They have. The performance was that good, they thought we can't have him in again.
That's scary with a real mistake.
Took a painful one there, Chucky Lozano. Calvin Bassey trod right across his calf.
That old trick. Certainly Ajax have got to find some way of stopping Napoli.
Oh, Ronaldo, you need to stop being a dick.
The youngster's been offside.
At least.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve for him, and a steep one by the looks of it.
Oh.
Curve on that, Di Lorenzo.
Ronaldo's not accepted the charges that has been brought to him.
Pascal has to get rid.
So he's an idiot.
Ajax are committed to playing out from the back, but with Napoli scenting blood, it's a dangerous game.
But United have come out and said they'll do whatever they can to actually make sure that the right outcome comes and he gets punished for it. Because him doing that make it look bad on the football club, not just him.
Pascal has found Berghaus. He's been playing a lot of those passes.
And that's just over him knocking a phone over.
Lorenzo deals with that one.
It's like me wanting to go and punish someone for them accidentally knocking the phone out of my hand. I'm not going to complain over it. It's a phone. At the end of the day, if it's not broken, it's not broken.
Only sympathy for Alfred Schroeder. Spalletti remembers losing 7-1 at Manchester United with Roma. Berghaus to Kudus. Taylor. The first half an hour has really flown by. And the problem for Ajax is that they've been rather blown away. Mounting something of a recovery here, but it's going to need a miracle for them to get back into contention, not only in this game but also in Group A more generally.
Yeah, I think the possession in this game has actually been quite good. They're trying to react, they're trying to do what Ajax do, get on the ball, be patient. Trouble is, I get the feeling that they're setting 1 or 2 traps for them.
Another wonderful piece of skill by Kvaratskhelia. Attempted a desperate challenge, which results in a yellow card.
Just keep putting your question in the chat. I'll answer as many questions as I can.
His pace. Look at this, just drops the shoulder, little nutmeg, then he's away. You can't catch him. The only thing you can do is foul him or wait for reinforcements.
Scored twice for Georgia in their Nations League matches last month. Georgia have been a real success story in recent years. 2 Nations League promotions, which means they will be playing at the same level as England next time around. Food for thought.
England, you got to be worried. You're coming up against Georgian Wizard in the Nations League, so be careful.
There's Orgisa. Can't stop him in the end. Nevertheless, had to get a foot in.
Good tackle as well. Just tried the little step over there, Orgisa. That's how confident he is.
That won't be good.
At the moment, Napoli.
He's Napoli's best player, and he needs to be fit.
I think Spalletti at the moment, if anything, is trying to sort of dampen expectation a bit. Atmosphere taking that one. Because they did start extremely well last season as well. And were often the leaders of Serie A up to Christmas. But then, of course, Victor Osimhen serious injury and things started going south.
Yeah, that was always the problem. But now I think when you look at the bench, especially tonight with people like Politano and Simeone, Osimhen, Elmas, Mario Rui, they're building a squad.
And for later on, come on Rangers, beat Liverpool shite.
Yeah, they've had an absolutely brilliant summer transfer window.
I will absolutely laugh if Rangers win that. I'll absolutely laugh.
We're just running out of room there for Kenneth Taylor. 10 minutes left in this first half. Napoli on easy street. And heading into the last 16 of the Champions League, it seems.
Way!
Here's Matías Oliveira.
Napoli can relax next to the last 2 games because they were qualified if they win this.
Once again taking on Sanchez. Looks like he's got the beating of him.
Oh my God! No! Oh!
Defensive header
that
who was aware of the danger.
Georgian Wizard is on smoke. No one can touch him when he has the ball.
He's just forcing back the way, send him into midfield, send him into traffic, because you get 1v1 with Kvaratskhelia. Could beat anyone.
It's a particular baptism of fire for Jorge Sanchez at right back.
See?
Ajax. This is his first start of the
See.
season. Joined Ajax this past summer, but hasn't played much due to injury. And now he's got to mark one of Europe's most informed players.
On a yellow card.
Yeah. Don't envy him the task.
And as I said, he's got that ability where you look at him on his right foot, you think, right, I can try and send him inside, but then he'll do a step over. And the ability that he's got, you don't often see players on their left foot providing good crosses. He can.
What happened there?
The referee just pulled this one back.
That was harsh. Referee, in my opinion, should have played an advantage.
It was brought down. The ball did roll to Bergwijn, who was in a good position. Don't think any card came out. Not that that's any reason not to play on. Bassi.
You got to have an old Brazilian side. Is that one of the requirements?
Bergwijn.
Oh, 'cause I thought it's one of the requirements.
Changing passes with Taylor. Klassen to Taylor. Good interception by Kvaratskhelia.
Shame about the final ball, because again, the build-up play from Ajax was very good.
Very neat and tidy from the Dutch champions, but they're not finding a way through at the moment. That was the other thing that Spalletti brought to Napoli.
At half-time, Spalletti bring on Simeone.
Record. And now they've added this remarkable goal-scoring run to that steal at the back.
He's on the bench. The guy likes leaving that player on the bench, but he scores every time he comes off the bench.
The room here for Blint. Ajax feel that he offers more ability on the ball in the centre of defence. Not sure what your verdict is on that.
If Club Bruges win Atletico Madrid, I'll be shocked as well.
Daley Blint's going to be in a world of trouble.
This has gone down here and stayed down. The referee has turned away initially.
Get Thiago Silva.
There's no suggestion of a...
I don't think there's a lot of interest in Brazilian Silvers that you can get.
Nothing too significant.
Well, the energy and the dynamism that Kvaratskhelia provides, times that by 10 when Osimhen's fit. Because he's a player I love to watch.
Well, I think he'll probably get a run out tonight at some point, won't he?
Yeah.
Played for a month after suffering a hamstring injury in the win over Liverpool on matchday 1.
Well, that would be the ideal scenario for Luciano Spalletti. If you can get to an hour mark and the scoreline's the same, or maybe they add one more and get some minutes into Victor Osimhen.
He's also got Giovanni Simeone.
The guy's an idiot.
On the bench, who is doing a remarkable job at scoring goals despite very little game time. Botker recovers possession. Spinelli's pass up to Lozano.
That's ridiculous, 37 pace.
Just got a little nudge in the back from Daley Blint there.
Oh, 77 pace. Wow, and that's for Silva.
Didn't need to foul him either.
This is all set to be
Wow. It looks like at the moment Chelsea are closing in on an agreement with Southampton to appoint Joe Shields as the director of something. Director of recruitment. He is the head of senior recruitment at St Mary's and is highly regarded by Chelsea for his work there and at Manchester City.
5 minutes left in the first half here. As Olgisa comes forward. Spadori. Look at the space for Lozano here. His cross-come shot driven across the face of goal. And now Bergwijn can counter-attack.
Yeah.
He's left Lobotka for dead. Kudus is up there with him. It's Mohamed Kudus now. Blocked off by Jesus. Didn't really do enough.
What the heck?
Lobotka, who certainly felt it.
Not good, not bad stats, but doesn't look good stats for a striker.
Oh, it's offside, in fact.
Bergwijn done really well, drifting away from Lobotka,
wow.
driving towards the Napoli back line.
Looks like Chelsea are ready to give Mason Mount a big pay rise as they open contract talks.
Good one, but the youngster didn't do enough to try and finish it, and there's
No. They're going to double, his wages are going to double to 75,000.
Having a very difficult time right now.
He'll become one of the highest earning midfielders at the club. So earn more than what Kante does.
Were criticised for refusing to swap shirts at full time last time around. It was thought to be very
yeah, he's likely to want. He likely is want about doubling his 75,000 a week contract, and they're going to double that.
Just kicked the ball away, but he understands the game. The referee understands the player's frustration. Didn't yellow card him.
So it's just 75 for 75, and then you just and then whatever.
Taylor.
Then you just add the 1,000 onto it. Then you just add the noughts.
Still time to pull one back in this first half. Bergwijn. Alvarez. Napoli keeping things very
150,000.
the width of the box.
Yeah, thought on there.
Now they can break.
So he's going to earn. He's going to become our highest earning midfielder. If it all happens.
Only, a couple of minutes left in the half. Napoli are happy just to keep the ball.
Yeah, game management. They recognise where they're at. Winning 2-0, a couple of minutes left on the clock. Just keep hold of the ball.
Oh, so these have got it wrong.
It's Napoli's first Champions League campaign since 2019-20. They've actually only lost one of their last 11 games in the competition.
It said Chelsea preparing to make Mount one of the highest earners.
Manchester City in November of 2017.
So that would be like, so one of them.
There's Di Lorenzo. Well-timed run from Raspadori. Touch wasn't bad either.
Yeah, he looked onside as well. Good run from deep.
Spadori again. Osimhen's going to have a job dislodging him from the side. Here's Kvaratskhelia. Napoli lead by 2 as the half-time whistle approaches here. Oliveira. Jesus taking his time. It's been another very impressive 45 minutes from Luciano Spalletti's men. We're halfway towards a 9th consecutive win in all competitions. There'll be 2 minutes of play added on at the end of this first half as Zaro finally loses his temper with Bassi. He's been taking little lumps out of him all so far. Sphere looks long. Van will give chase.
I'm not sure that's the service that three front men of Ajax need.
I was going to say maybe Ajax need to do something different, but that wasn't it. They've recently been knocked off the top of the Eredivisie Ajax by AZ Alkmaar. Beat them just before the international break. Just the 1 point in it at the moment in the Netherlands, but again, being off top spot just adds to this growing sense of unease. De Lorenzo, Scalia with another well-timed run. Well-timed tackle by Sanchez, who followed him all the way from the opposite flank.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the worry for Ajax as well, and especially Calvin Bassey, is Scalia come over to the right-hand side just the once, and he burns him as well. And Calvin Bassey's quick.
Napoli continue to terrorise Ajax. 2 goals scored in the opening
half-time, folks. Ajax 0, Napoli 2.
Need a draw to guarantee participation in the last 16 of the Champions League. Goals from Chucky Lozano and Giacomo Raspadori put the Partenope in the driving seat here. We've seen some more wonderful football from Spalletti's men, who lead Ajax by 2 goals to 0.
This program is brought to you by PlayStation. Uefa Champions
Wow. Semi-shite. After many other game, folks, Atletico Madrid 0, Club Brugge 0. We're not that bad of a club. We might add. We definitely win on Saturday. Yeah, but we're playing in the FA Cup qualifying against a team who are literally like step 9 in level 9 of non-league football. Getting beat. We're not getting beat by a team that are that low down the pyramid. They ain't gonna beat us. They haven't got a chance. No, but they haven't. I know I've been playing rubbish, but I don't think we'll lose this one. I just don't. This is the one I just know we ain't gonna lose. Because if we lose it, it will be a shock. But I just don't see it. Losing to us. Lose to a side who are like level 9 of the non-league pyramid. Because we got better players and most of our team is full of Football League experience. Hopefully we don't. No. We ain't that shite. We just had one or two bad games. The team that we're playing against. I haven't really checked because even like most of the supporters might never have heard of them. Like I've never. Because they've only added, the only fixtures that they've brought up is all their FA Cup games. I'm gonna give this the team that we're playing some word of advice. You're gonna have difficulty trying to get everyone in the ground. Have fun with that. Have fun. When it comes to away games, Sheffield always tend to start the allocation, so it would be mental for getting in a small ground like that. I'm just saying for a team that we're playing against, I'm saying good luck trying to get everyone in the ground, because every time Sheffield have been away, we've sold out the allocation in every game away from home. So really good luck. And that's for most teams. If you're playing against any of the big boys, you're always going to have that problem. Let's have a look at their fixtures. You can definitely tell that they're a very, very low down the pyramid because they're only showing FA Cup games. It's hard to find their league fixtures because they would have been the league. So I'll have a look on here. Okay. Okay, let's have a look on here. Fuck off! Fucking hell, let's see what the... Come on, they've got to see what the last scored, but it hasn't really brought it up. So that is that a thing? I cannot understand which one's the league and which one's their cups. Ah, that's their league game. They haven't played a league game. Well, that's the first of the 11th. 2020. That must be at. Ah, so that's. Ah, so the last league. So the last game was in the cup. Which was 2 days ago. What the What a name! Kelvin Kasongo, what a name! Devontae Khan. We got to come up again. We got like Kabongo Shamanga, so that's similar. Like weird name wise. What's that? Jesus. Let's see how they've done. So this team... Oh my fuck. We're coming up against it on Saturday. Looks like we're going to be up against it. No, now that I've looked at stats, this team has played 10 games at home and they've only lost once. And that's at home. They've played 16 games already and they've already scored 44 goals. But the difference is they're playing against teams at their level which are at the same calibre as them. This is a different proposition, so it's going to be harder to break us down.
Every time the ball gets into Raspadori, Lozano, more so Kvaratskhelia on that side, they look electric when they go forward.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's in their league. They haven't lost at home in the league, but that's different. That's all.
Come on at some point.
Yeah.
Pictures of a venue that is always absolutely jumping, and this season
the last league game they played, they drawed 1-1 to Loughborough Students, which is a team representative of Loughborough University.
100% record currently in the latter.
And this what makes it. This is now what slightly has got me a bit of a not wondering, but it makes me think how good these are. These have knocked out Ilkeston Town in the FA Cup. But I'm just saying that they have beaten the team higher up, but like you say, they are shite. And they are in the same league as AFC Mansfield.
For Napoli, managed to share out the goals throughout the team this season.
It's like they've on the way, and they won 4-0 away.
By 2-0.
AFC Mansfield.
Currently heading for a 6-point advantage at the top.
I'm trying to see who was actually. Was that FA? No, who else in their league? No,
it would have been a quite easy team talk for Spalletti at half-time. More of the same difficult one for Alfred Schroeder to try and get his team back into the game, as they've been second best. Flashes when Stephen...
I know, but... Ah! Here's one! Skegness Town! We've all heard of Skegness.
Edson Alvarez. Timber up to Kudus. Berghaus now, positive start from the away side. Timber.
Timber!
Jesus was there for Napoli.
A better start from Ajax, good ball into the box, but well defended from Juan Jesus, got himself in a good position.
Made a huge contribution last season, the big central defender, way more than was anticipated. He's got to get a few games with Amir Rahmani on the sidelines. A dangerous ball in. Gusa completes the defensive job. Klassen. Alvarez finds Bergwijn. Kvaratskhelia. So far it has been the Kvaratskhelia show at times.
Here we go, it's what I want to look at. It's what I want to look at, the FA Cup, see what the other big teams in this National League have got ready for this weekend. Be interesting.
At one point in the first half,
Hopefully Napoli can get another goal or 2-0. I'll be happy with a 2-0 win.
Yellow card and worried. Keep taking him on, put him under pressure.
Here we go. Wrexham are playing Blythe Spartans.
Ajax have made it out of the group stage only once. They made it to the last 16 last year. And won every game in the group stage.
And Notts County playing Colville Town. Interesting. Come on, Napoli.
That run to the semis in 2019 when they were beaten by Tottenham was very much the exception to the rule in modern times. Ajax hadn't been further than the group stage since 2006.
Come on, don't let back in. Oh, for God's sake! Ajax have scored. They just had one attack, and Klaassen's just out jumped one of the defenders and scored.
He's good at David Klaassen. He's good at recognising where the space is. Overload, clever little ball from.
Oh, Kim!
Gets the jump on the defender.
Kim just decided, oh, I'm not going to jump.
Ghosting in.
And literally as soon.
There seems to be a problem here for
Oh no! And then Guiza's got an injury. Oh, but then Dumbelli gets to come on, so that's good.
Slightly different sort of player. Napoli won't want to take any risks at all with Ongisa. May just be precautionary, the substitution, but he has played his last, and Dumbelli will come on now.
And as you said, Dan, a completely different player where Ongisa a team player, but he's a maverick in Ndombele.
So Arsenal is going to come on too.
Come on, Osimhen! But why are you not bringing on Simeone? You are a twat, Spalletti!
It's the return of the hero, Victor Osimhen, who plays for the first time since match day 1.
And listen to that reception.
You could have brought on Simeone, but you said, oh, now I'm going to leave him on the bench and not bring him on at all.
He's another one of those.
What's the point of even signing him then?
About that. So Napoli's lead is halved. Thanks to David Klaassen's header.
We let a shite player in David Klaassen scored. God's sake.
From Napoli.
I'll tell you what you would say, though, from Spalletti's point of view, it's a very aggressive, it's a positive change, isn't it? Get two attacking players on when you've just conceded a goal. I think it's the right
Positive. If you want to bring on an attacking player, bring on Simeone, you can score every time he comes on.
Lozano to Lobotka. Rivera. Zielinski. One way than the other. And Billy's touch to Kvaratskhelia. Raising the tempo.
That's a ball. Oh, lucky.
Billy kept it alive for Napoli. Lozano's cross too high for Osimhen.
Come on, someone get your head onto it from this corner.
Took the safe option. Conceded the corner.
Yeah, I think it's the only thing he could do. He's probably had an eye on Victor Osimhen. That was peripheral vision. He's seen a blue shirt behind him.
Zielinski will take the corner.
Go on.
Still waiting for
Oh, no one got onto it. What? That's a bunch of idiots.
Oliveira. Taking on Klaassen and getting it in. And it is Osimhen. Just beaten to it by Alvarez. Pressure stays on the Ajax defence here.
I love that though. I've said it a million times and I'll keep on saying it about Victor Osimhen. Alvarez.
Oi! Dirty little twat!
Goes again.
Alvarez collects a yellow card this time.
Alvarez, you absolute whatever nationality you are, but that's a twat! No attempt to go for the ball whatsoever. You tried to deliberately take him out. What a dick. Even though the Bobka is shy, he still shouldn't take him out. Try and attempt to go for the bumming ball, not the player. You don't want it. You don't want to end his life.
Focus, despite difficult
Go on.
circumstances.
Go on. Yes. Oh, no one there again. Yes. Oh. Twat. Ah. It's chipping me. Ow.
When he came on in the reverse game,
I should have been something a lot softer.
So far.
Ow.
Collected an assist for the 6th goal and then struck the crossbar.
I ain't doing that again.
He's still looking to make an impact though at Napoli, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, I think if you're Lobovka and you've got Ndombele playing in the same area,
Ow, it's not good on my wrist. Ouch.
Ndombele to go forward.
I tried it in my chair and missed a chair and I actually whammed my wrist onto my knee.
He's on loan from Tottenham. Ndombele with an option
Oh.
to buy.
Why you do that, you absolute
Many
twat?
opportunities to prove his worth so far. Zielinski. Kim. Vodka takes over. This is Napoli's 7th Champions League campaign. Made it to the last 16 on 3 occasions previously.
Come on, you can do better.
Never been beyond that particular round. You certainly back them to achieve something they've never achieved before this season. Klassen. Sphere under pressure. All Bassi could do was keep it in play. Osimhen. Loose.
Yeah, a bit rusty.
Is it costly though? Napoli back in possession. Osimhen wanted the ball over the top immediately there. He was absolutely chomping at the bit to get involved again after a month on the sidelines.
Oh, he'll get some chances.
Come on. Ah.
He breaks down for Napoli.
Yeah, there might be more prolific strikers out there in Europe like Erling Haaland, like Lewandowski and one or two others, but he plays a different game. Osimhen, it's an incredible player to watch, loads of energy, great runner, fantastic in the air.
Here he is, Osimhen, looked offside.
Oh!
By Pasveer, but it would not have counted.
Oh, Simon, how did you not score that?
He lives on the shoulder of defenders.
Oh, he's well off.
Well stepped up actually from Daley Blind there. Good defended, playing Osimhen offside.
I think we were all saying at the start of the season that above all, this time around Osimhen's got to stay fit. For his sake, as much as for Napoli, but almost immediately he did pick up another little muscle strain. My concern about him is that he might be a little bit injury prone. I don't know how you feel about that. Here's Osimhen.
Oh.
Target this time.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously when he fractured the cheekbone and he had staples in his face and something that you can't really delve into, that's just a knock. But for sure, when you watch him play, he's so dynamic, so agile, so quick. He needs to stay away from muscle injuries, that's for sure. Or maybe with the arrival of Raspadori, it's now a chance where it's not all on Osimhen. It's you dip him in and out of games, try and pick and choose what games he plays. You don't want to play every single one. The strikers do.
Bassi to Bergwijn. Klassen's made his way forward and he's helped win the corner for Ajax. Oliveira with the sensible defensive header.
Wow, it's a really good header as well, you know, from Oliveira, because he's just stretching. He knows that David Klassen's just behind him.
Ajax have looked more of a threat in the second half, with Klassen giving free rein to get forward. How can we get this one away? Lint's header. As he resumes his contest with Di Lorenzo.
Oh, come on.
Messi, of course, made a huge impression during Rangers' run to the Europa League final last season. The Scottish side actually losing on penalties to Eintracht Frankfurt. Look at those sides in action later on tonight. Kvaratskhelia looking to roll his man, and does come away with the ball despite the attention of three defenders. And here he goes again, the Georgian. Osimhen's offside, and Kvaratskhelia knew it, couldn't really release the ball to him. Napoli will try their luck down the other side with Di Lorenzo.
Go have a crack! Oh!
Big appeals for handball. Given by the on-pitch referee.
Yeah, not a particularly good touch out from Ndombele. He was looking to have a defter first touch to get the strike away, but it bobbled up in the air, and I don't believe from there, when someone takes a shot on from close range, even if it strikes the hand, in my opinion, it shouldn't be a penalty. There is a check. Not for me. I'm not sure what you can do as a player when someone strikes the ball.
But it's still on ball, ref.
Seems to strike the left hand of Julian Timber. And as you say, the video assistants are currently checking it. It'll come down to whether or not they feel that his arm's in a natural position.
Can't be given as a penalty, surely.
It was that last replay that I think is going to cause a problem.
Off to the box.
Referee Felix Fire is going to go and have a look.
But what you do,
VAR. And now going to the monitor, folks.
someone strikes the ball. I mean, like we've seen that Riyad Mahrez won last night for Rodri's goal. I mean, that was a shambles.
Well, it's the same old story, Don, isn't it? It's the difference between the laws of the game and the spirit of the game.
Well, I mean, his hand's low.
His hand's not by his side. His hands are a bit away from his body. So he shouldn't have been like that.
And you can't get out of the way.
The referee's has already made his mind up. He looked at it once.
He'll give it. But it's a bad decision, in my opinion.
Penalty! Get him!
Well, handball has been a constant talking point, hasn't it, over the last few days? In the Champions League and in the Premier League. And once again, the current interpretation of the rules means penalty hit.
Well, it's not just my opinion. Pep Guardiola got asked today about the handball rule, and someone said to him, "Do you know the law?" And he went, "No." "Do you understand the law?" He went, "No." I don't think anyone does anymore. That's the problem. That, from a player's point of view, is not a penalty.
The standard criticism of referees is that they know the rules, but they don't know the game. And this is another one of those moments, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm not the oracle on the subject, but just from a player's point of view, I wonder what a defender can do. I wonder what you can do when someone, and it might just get to a ridiculous stage where if it carries on like this, if you're an attacker, you might just actually flick the ball off someone's hand if you get in a 1v1 in the 18-yard box. That can't be the way to referee a game or apply the laws to the game.
What a ball.
Scalia has been given the responsibility for Napoli. In his first Champions League goal in Amsterdam, he said it was a dream come true. He's been playing his Napoli fans' dream come true this season.
Come on, bury this, please.
Well, that's Scalia then.
Game!
His two-goal cushion is restored.
Julia Wizards, at it again!
Once again, his seventh in all competitions this season. Well, we have a new hero in this part of the world, and his name is Kvaratskhelia.
And that's the confidence of the young man. Because maybe with Victor Osimhen being on the pitch, he might have given that penalty up to Osimhen, but he's confident. It's good to see Osimhen handing it over as well. No drama between the two. Great penalty.
Goalkeeper guesses right, but too much power on it. Too much accuracy on it. It's unstoppable.
And it tells me the relationship there between the two is harmonious. It's not Victor Osimhen demanding that he takes the penalty.
A yellow card as well for Jurrien Timber, just to add insult to injury. There will be plenty of you out there, I'm sure, that will say that by the letter of the law it's quite right to award a penalty, and you are correct. I think the question is whether or not, in this instance, the law is an ass. Napoli won't complain. They lead by 3 goals to 1.
Yeah, my worry, like I said, Dan, if you're an attacking player in a really big game, could be Champions League final, World Cup final, whatever it is, and you get a defender in the 18-yard box 1v1, we might get to a stage where someone just clips it off a hand, referee looks at it, VAR looks at it and says, well, that's handball. That would be ridiculous.
Well, that's the problem with the addition of the video assistance, is that anything which is too quick for the eye of the referee can always be pulled out by the microscopic analysis of the video assistant. So, as you say, it could well lead to players trying to take advantage of that.
But what's happened to the word proximity? That was a terminology that was used start of the season, this time last season.
Another change coming up.
You know, if that type of handball with a greater distance involved, I would say, yeah, I could see it, but not from close range.
Kenneth Taylor has been withdrawn. Florian Grillitsch, the Austrian international, replaces him. It's not moving too well, Taylor. Might be an injury, that. It seems that Brian Groby is also joining the game. Mohamed Kudus has played his last. Groby and Kudus are good mates, apparently, even though they are rivals for the striker's position at the moment. It's also Hugo Sanchez that's come off. Been a tough night for him. Rudy Bass is another young player who will finish the game. Here's Danny Blind. Napoli lead by 3 goals to 1. Having extinguished Ajax's hope of a comeback. Just for a moment or two, it looked as if they might be able to do it, the Dutch champions. Klaassen was getting forward and causing problems.
I know it didn't really have a direct impact on the goal, but clever management, I think, from Spalletti, putting Osimhen and Ndombele on, just to galvanise the fans when you've gone 2-1 in front, just when you've been taken back. No need to go defensive.
Well, it did lead to the goal in a way. It was Ndombele's shot that was handled. It's Oliveira going down under Bassi's challenge, and the yellow card does at last come out for the Ajax player who'd been walking a very fine line all evening. He's been throwing his weight around all night.
Let's have a look at this, a foul. There's a handoff for sure.
It's one of those where maybe one foul too many.
Yeah.
Napoli with another free kick in a dangerous area.
That's the ball, unlucky.
Sure, that was what the doctor ordered from Zielinski. There's plenty of margin for error now for Napoli. Heading into the last 16 for the 4th time in their history.
We're talking of 16, it's 16-3 now, isn't it, the goals, Champions League for Napoli?
Certainly is. Bassi goes down into the box.
Worth an appeal, that, you know.
We'll have a look at it in the video room. Oh, that's Scalia. Away from Bassi, who can't bring him down. And still Kvarat Scalia. Osimhen flags up. So keen to get involved in the action, Osimhen, who does actually find the net, but just got to check that run a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, maybe he was thinking that Kvarat Scalia could have released it a little bit earlier, but he's always offside. He can't arc his run to get back on.
Started last season like an absolute steam train, Victor Osimhen. Then came that very unfortunate facial injury, and then little niggles robbed him of games and goals. He had been on fire in the opening months. At that point, I seem to remember Luciano Spalletti saying he'd rather have Osimhen than Kylian Mbappe. Chilinski back to Oliveira. Hint. Blind with the touch, back to Alvarez. Bassi.
Oh, Liverpool playing Kanate. Jesus Christ. They're going desperate.
Woodhouse. Bassi. Woodhouse looking for options. Short supply. Alvarez with a loose touch. Dembele.
Composed in possession as well, Napoli.
Don't look hurried at any point tonight, have they?
And he goes under the radar, I think, for the team. Lobotka, man on the ball.
Very much so. Osimhen. Showing great strength. Finding Di Lorenzo.
That's a ball.
He's onside here. Osimhen wants it.
Oh.
This was behind him. Real opportunity for number 4 that for Napoli.
Well, a big opportunity because the final ball should have been better.
Dembele. His teammates not quite on the same wavelength there.
Tight, but I think he's on. David Blind knew that he couldn't track the run of Lozano. He's never going to catch him.
To say that Victor Osimhen is keen to get a goal is something of an understatement. Timber's got a problem. 20 minutes still to play here. The Stadio Maradona. This is the goal for Klaassen. It's a super header.
It's a typical David Klaassen goal, isn't it? Arriving from deep. Good header.
Do him the world of good as well. He's out of favour under the new manager. Started only 3 league games since the new guy took over. That penalty from Kvaratskhelia has pretty much ended the contest, I would think. Deep in conversation, perhaps wondering if there's anything they can do at this point. The last 16 of the Champions League is not mathematically beyond them yet, but it's very difficult to make a case for them. To go up against Liverpool next time, and if they were to lose that one, there would be no catching the Reds. Potentially Europa League football to play for, something that Rangers won't give up without a fight. There will be another game between Ajax and the Scottish side to come too. Skelly will pick up the loose ball here. A good delivery. It's a full stretch to deal with that one. Struggling to find a weakness to Kvaratskhelia game at the moment. Distribution is excellent, the crosses are good, the ball carrying is superb. And he seems to be a team player too. Berghaus, it's Bassi. There's one in the corner.
Case in point there, Dan Kvaratskhelia, the player that was tracking Calvin Bassi all the way back, stayed on his feet. Signs that Ajax are just starting to lose a little bit of belief.
Understandably so. Well, he didn't get there. Napoli able to eventually clear. Lint. Here's Yuri Bass, the young substitute. The product of the Ajax Academy. Bergwijn. Probably was looking to get it back to him. They're very keen on those little 1-2s on the edge of the box, aren't they?
Yeah, just got to be careful they don't end up being predictable. Calm defending there from Di Lorenzo with a chest back to the keeper.
Simmons header. Lozano on the run. It's Chucky Lozano. Great save. Napoli close to a fourth.
And that's what he provides, Victor Osimhen. Just a long ball on, flick on, and so simplistic. But he got Chucky Lozano away just with a casual little flick on.
Bergwijn's touch. Given away by Alvarez. Bassi. Lint. Nelson's touch. Robbie. Bridge. There's another one who hasn't played too often since joining Ajax. There have been plenty of questions about their transfer strategy in the summer. Here's Bergwijn. Chance for Ajax. Cleared by Juan Jesus.
I think he's looked sharp tonight, Steven Bergwijn. I think his use of the ball's been very good.
Get out! Out!
An opportunity for Berghaus, maybe. Bocca's there with him. Still Berghaus. Through that time for Berghaus.
Now break!
And now Napoli can break.
Roll! Booking ref!
It's only the yellow card.
Thank God for that! You finally booked one of those wonks.
Might have took another knock on that calf. Lozano, he took a whack from Calvin Bassi in the first.
Oh, you took him out! What a rat!
With 15 minutes or so to go, whether Lozano might get a rest.
Oh!
No.
Yep! Spalletti, you've got no respect. Even though we might win this, you've got no respect for me. Because he's literally not bringing on Simeone at all. He's leaving him on the bench. What an absolute dick.
Well, it's not one for rotation, really, Luciano Spalletti.
So he decided to bring on Politano, and he decided to bring on Elmas instead.
Usually one or the other starts, and whoever hasn't started tends to come on at about this stage.
Elmas has gone off for Kvaratskhelia.
Absolutely, wrapping in cotton wool.
Or what I call the Georgian Wizard. Because he's acting like that at the moment with his tricks that he can do.
Great round of applause, standing ovation for the Georgian as he went off here. Having got the killer goal with the
That's a ball and a half. Have a crack. Go on. Oh. Oh.
Politano immediately involved. Some wonderful competition for places all of a sudden, Napoli.
Please don't say the game I think you're going to say. I won't say it because I can't stand the name of the game. Not my cup of tea.
Turner over the ball. Zielinski providing an option.
Oh, that's different.
Di Lorenzo is forward. Zielinski, Di Lorenzo's header. He just came off his shoulder.
Oh, that's a bad corner. You got your head onto it, but keep it down.
Great team spirit, you know, when players are not just sitting on the bench and Spalletti's bringing players on, giving them minutes rest.
What makes it even better if it's Osimhen can get on the score sheet.
Where qualification for the next phase of the Champions League is all but secure. They've just got to very carefully manage this.
I've had that before where it said goals I've not been given, but then it ends up being given.
That are coming up before the World Cup. Of course, the problem is that they're going to be forced into inaction until January.
Go on. Yes! Osimhen! No! My moment! No! I feel
disappointment.
Oh.
He's furious, isn't he?
Oh, he's well offside. He ran too early.
Bassi got lucky though, because he should have held his line. Made it more clear that Osimhen was offside.
Yeah, it's the third time. Yo, it's the fourth time since he's come on that he's literally been through 4 times and he's been offside 4 times.
To get back on the score
because he can't. He's just holding his run a little bit too late. He should be holding it a lot longer and then running. But he's not doing it. He's doing it too early.
Matches. This is a campaign that was badly interrupted by injury. What a turn that was. And now he
oh no, don't you score, I'll be another. Oh, what a stupid idiot for doing that. And what are you doing up there, Lubopka? Nearly in the opponent's box.
On the back foot, drifted past his marker, then he had options. He had Zielinski to the left, he tried a harder pass to try and feed Osimhen in.
Spalletti was so infused by Lubopka's performance at Hellas Verona in August that he compared him to Andres Iniesta. Oh, I think the tongue was firmly in the cheek, but even so, quite some compliment. There's Bassi.
See, if Harry Redknapp had said that about me at West Ham, I'd have been playing and training that week with the Iniesta top on all week.
Most of the things that Harry said about you at West Ham, we couldn't repeat on air, Don.
Well, John Moncur would have done, that's for sure.
Robbie with a layoff. Oh, obviously with a penalty.
That is not a penalty in 1,000,001 Sundays.
Well, let's see if it is a tackle from behind, because Robbie was backing in towards one.
That ain't a penalty in 1,000,000 years.
So if there is a foul, let's have a little look. Hard to tell.
That ain't a penalty.
Centre forward backing in. Maybe it's not clear cut, that, to be honest.
Ajax will perhaps argue that they're owed a share of the luck, but that looks soft to me.
That is soft.
They are checking. Is Felix Fire going to get another little word in his ear? Naturally, Stephen Bergwijn wants to get on with it. We will wait for the go-ahead from the video assistant referee.
I think Di Lorenzo is saying to the referee, do you not want to go and check? Go and have a look at it.
I think he probably should.
Because you go and have a look at one incident, but you won't have a look at the other one. That's a bit wrong, ref.
But Juan Jesus got pinned.
Taking their time over it.
No, I think that's stupid. How on earth can you go and look at the monitor for one penalty decision, but you refuse to go to the monitor for another?
To come back to within a goal once again. Stephen Bergwijn, who's been perhaps their best player on the night. It's Bergwijn.
Ah, stupid.
It's 3-2 Napoli.
Well done, ref. Giving them a stupid chance back in the game, you absolute idiot refereeing shite.
Very good. That's the incident, but the penalty's a real good one. Smart finish into the side net. And it's always the thought process from a player. You hit the side net and it's impossible for the keeper to stop. Good pace on it, good height. Takes it away from Alex Merritt.
Well, if nothing else tonight, Ajax have shown real tenacity, real character, because they've had it tough against Napoli, but they keep on coming here. And they've given themselves the chance of snatching a point still. 7 minutes left in the game. It's his last act though. Bergwijn, he's brought off.
Lucas Ocampos.
The replacement. Maybe fresh legs could do the job for Ajax. Francisco Conceição.
And they've even brought on Conceição from Porto. Fuck off. Francisco Conceição. I wonder if he got a move to Ajax. And he's only about 19 years old. Jeez. I thought he was still at Porto. Oh my God! Oh, oh my God! Osimhen has just missed from 2 yards.
It looked like he went early in real time. Tight, difficult.
He's just... Oh my God!
How he's not scored there, only he knows. Should have been a simple finish.
Oh, when York's not in, York's not in.
Nightmares about that one. Especially if Ajax were to claim an equaliser. Stranger things have happened. Reminder that another game in this group is underway, or at least the coverage is on BT Sport 2. Rangers up against Liverpool tonight. Tottenham, meanwhile, host the Europa League winners Eintracht Frankfurt. That's over on BT Sport 3. Coming up after us, the Champions League Gold Show. James Richardson and the crew will be your guide through the remainder of match day 4. With a throw here as we go into the final 5 minutes.
And they fancy it, Ajax. They fancy getting something out of the game. More urgency.
Conceição. All credit to Ajax. More than one occasion tonight, the game looked over. Is Bassi. Not at their absolute best at the moment, the Dutch champions, but they have certainly not thrown in the towel at any stage tonight, which is a good sign about the stewardship of the new coach. Here's Bassi. Alvarez. Robbie.
Well done, ref.
Has gone against him.
There may be a little push into the back of Di Lorenzo. Too eager to win the header there, probably.
Kim for Napoli. All of a sudden it's Ajax that are operating the press. And through for Elnas. Clear foul. And Francisco Conceição, who was badly hurt as a result of that challenge.
It was a high one from Juan Jesus, I think.
Central defender quickly retreated to the penalty area, but the referee kept his eye on him and eventually delivered the yellow card.
Yeah, just stuck his elbow into the chest of Conceição there. Napoli have gone very deep from this free kick.
We're not there yet, Spalletti's side. As Despite all the flair they've shown, all the goal power, the win is not yet in the bag.
So usually beat that. Penalty spot's normally where backline should be from this area.
Good delivery towards Bass. Everybody back for Napoli. Remarkable to hear whistles in the crowd, given the ease with which Napoli have scored goals at times tonight. Able to leave that one for a goal kick, and all the pressure will dissipate.
Well, excellent communication there between Kim and Di Lorenzo.
Oh my God, Simeone's not coming on at all. You absolute, you Italian twat. Simeone, Spalletti, you're Italian twat. You're a twat. You're Italian twat.
Perhaps given a rest in the last few moments here for that reason. A rare appearance for Gaetano, who was on loan at Cremonese in Serie B last season. Scored a few goals for them. 7 in 35 games. As they made it back to the top flight. Simmons flick. Bass.
Chase! Go on! Yeah!
An absolute disaster.
Game! Set! Match! Have fun! We're through! Woo! Oh, thank the Lord!
But he can celebrate at last.
Oh. Referee trying to screw us over. Give him a chance. No, you're not. Thank you very much.
I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to give the goalkeeper an angle, but it's poor defending.
Bad defending.
He must have known that Osimhen was there at this point.
That's why you left Man United today with him, because you were shit.
Credit Osimhen for putting him under pressure. Goalkeeper then stranded. But Osimhen, it's just a simple finish.
First Champions League goal of the season for Victor Osimhen. He made it all by himself. Well, just when you think that Ajax are building a little bit of momentum, building a little bit of confidence, so they shoot themselves in the foot again. The yellow card is for the removal of the shirt, of course. Another one of those rules that always seems to puzzle us. Victor Osimhen back in business. Napoli back with a 2-goal cushion. And it's now 17 goals in 4 Champions League games this season for the Partenope.
Now Spalletti had to suffer a couple of minutes of stress, but no longer, because the game is finished.
Well, there's no doubt who the entertainers are on the European scene this season, both domestically and abroad. There's no one better to watch right now than Napoli. 6 goals tonight. To Osimhen's 4th for Napoli seals the deal. Absolutely loving it in the stands here. 100% record so far upon their return to the Champions League.
17 goals in 4 games.
It's just astonishing, isn't it? Overall this season, and it's 39 goals. They are averaging more than 3 a game in all competitions. Comes this out. In 8 days, Napoli have got into double figures against Ajax, who will not want to play them again in a hurry. Just listen to the noise here.
Look at that sight.
two clubs, they've got something in common in a way. They're always chasing the achievements of yesteryear in a sense. Nobody knows that better than Napoli. Maybe this could be their season. Blint will be desperate to make amends.
(4-2).
Now on Conceição. Youngsters look lively since coming on. He's had nothing to lose. Two more games for Napoli in Group A after this. Match at Anfield is going to be worth watching, that's for sure. We also host Rangers here. The job is already done as far as qualification is concerned.
Yeah, I dare say against Rangers in the next game there might be a few more goals added to the 17 that have scored so far.
Napoli throw, which should help to run down the remainder of the game. Spalletti still very calm, not getting carried away. Just trying to keep the pressure off the players to a certain extent. The crowd here are very excited, expectation is very, very high. I've already forgotten the way that Napoli fell away last season. I don't want to remember it. Politano, Mavoca, vast amount of room here for Oliveira. He's found Elif Elmas. Couldn't get a fifth, could they? He wouldn't put it past them. Elmas taking on Massi. Teasing him, really. Napoli certainly have tormented Ajax over the last 8 days or so. 10 goals scored against them across 2 games. Another 4.
Full time, folks. Napoli 4, Ajax 2. Like, subscribe to the notification. See you guys tomorrow for Hearts versus Fiorentina in the Conference League. Like, subscribe.